So this is the trip of signs. On my flight from Chicago to Philadelphia, I was really nervous that I might not make my flight. I might not make my flight to Philadelphia on time to catch my flight to Rome. And the pilot during the flight comes on and he said, we caught a good tailwind, so we're gonna arrive 20 minutes early. So that was my second sign that I was supposed to go on this trip. We'll talk about my next sign in a little bit, so stay with me. European hotels often have breakfast buffets included, and oh my goodness, I look forward to those breakfast buffets. We stayed at a Hotel Ripa. Hotel Ripa was located in Trastevere. It was near the center. And on this day, we headed towards the Vatican Museum. So join us as we take a tour of the museum. And this is where my second sign appeared. My sister purchased tickets for us to take this specific tour of the museum, and we were delayed because of traffic. And when we got there, we were directed and redirected to 3 different entrances, desks, as you will. And eventually, one of the individuals, one of the gentlemen that was helping us with our ticket, said, "Just a moment," came out of his cubicle and very rapidly told us to follow him, and he started not running but quickly walking to get us to our tour group. So thankfully we were able to join our tour group, and we were able to take this amazing tour of the Vatican Museum with this spry nun that was such an awesome tour guide for us. Now, it's really difficult to even put into words the magnitude and beauty of the artwork. We're on the speed version. Speedy tour. And the collection of pieces that are present in the museum, because photos and videos just do not do it justice. But I wanted to take you along to give you a quick glimpse into some of the artwork that we were able to see. And in a moment here, there is that nun that I was talking about. She was amazing. She was so energetic and had so much important, interesting information. And stick with me, even if you're not a museum person, because there's more coming that is different than just art. On the move. We did a speed tour of the museum. Speed tour. It was a Cliff Notes version. So the earpieces we were wearing amplified the sister's voice so that we could hear what she was saying at each one of the points that she stopped at. And to be honest, I am not the biggest museum person, in the sense that I love museums for a little bit, and then I get tired. And I am not one of those history buffs that retains the information or the artist or the year or the era, but I can say that there was just a phenomenal amount of art from all over the world, from all different time periods, and I was really impressed with the amount of variety that existed in this museum. Next, we headed to the Sistine Chapel, where Michelangelo painted the ceiling. I found it humorous that they were vacuuming in the Vatican Museum while patrons were going through it. So I had to catch a glimpse of that, because life is real even in the Vatican Museum. You could potentially spend days or weeks or months or probably even years looking at all of this unbelievable historic items that are in the museum. and probably still be able to find new things, new discoveries. I honestly never thought I would make it to Rome, let alone go visit the Vatican or the Vatican Museum. And if you have been with us for a while, you'll know that the only reason I ended up here is because my niece, Natalia, completed one of her semesters of her nursing program with the sister school that's in Rome. Just water, just plain, no bubbles. After all that walking and listening and learning about new history, we were pretty tired and hungry. So we decided to stop at the Vatican Cafe there right outside of the museum and have lunch together. We're having lunch.
Yes,
Where?
at the Vatican.
Because that's just how we roll. Your mom went to get our food. That was really nice of her.
What do we order?
I ordered a caprese sandwich and a cappuccino. What did you order?
I got a sandwich with salami and cheese and a cappuccino.
Italian lunch. They are? Oh, okay. Thank you.
I skipped the salad. I figured everything here is pre-done.
Next, we headed to the carriage pavilion portion of the museum, and this Volkswagen Beetle that you see, this was the last Volkswagen produced in Mexico in 2003, and it was donated to Pope John Paul II. I was not expecting to see any cars in the Vatican Museum, so this was a unique experience. To the Pope?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Sorry, Natalia. As we continued touring, we got to see the whole fleet that was displayed in the museum, and we got to see the different vehicles the Pope was in, some of the bulletproof casing that was around the Pope when he was driving. So are the windows bulletproof?
I don't know if they had bulletproof back then, did they?
This right here was the Fiat Pope Mobile that the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II happened in May of 1981. As we continued on, you can see the time period started to change and the looks of the cars started to look different, so much that we got to see even the carriages that some of the popes rode in way back in the day. And it was really impressive, and I had no idea that they went to such extents to decorate and make these lavish carriages to carry the popes. Lasha, look. over to St. Peter's Square, which is the large plaza that's located directly in front of St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City. The neat thing that I observed while visiting here was that there were all kinds of individuals from all kinds of nationalities and all kinds of religions visiting. So this is not just a place that Catholics visit, but it is open and welcoming to everybody from all walks of life.
You know that boat statue?
So when the Pope gives his body, it's that
City tours.
My sister and I, we bought some street art.
watercolors.
So pretty.
Mine's literally up the street.
I don't know what this is.
Is that the Trevi fountain?
That is Trevi.
Is it?
Yeah. We're gonna go there tonight.
It's pretty colors. This is my favorite color scheme. 20 euros. To me, that's a really good price. Like, I can't buy something at Marshall's or TJ Maxx for $20-ish. Happy. Rome has an endless supply of churches to visit, so this is one of the ones we stopped by and lit some candles at. And then we decided to just take a walk after the church visits and the museum and take a look at life in Rome.
It was good, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Is it busy? Was it busy yesterday when they came?
Yeah.
Apparently the Pantheon is considered to be one of the wonders of the world, and I can understand why after visiting it. The first impression upon entering is I noticed a large circular hole in the dome of the building. And the other unique feature that stood out for me was there was also drains built into the flooring. And the flooring was angled in such a way so that the water would go down the drains.
It was nice and warm in that alley because of the heat.
Even Mona Lisa found her way to Rome. Here my niece Natalia and I are throwing our coins for good luck in the Trevi Fountain. You can see we had a really full day of being tourists, and we worked up quite an appetite. And we weren't ready to go to dinner yet, so we decided to just get a light snack so that we can continue on our mission of seeing Rome in almost a day. It's always interesting to try McDonald's in other countries because oftentimes they have menu items that we do not have in America, and also the flavors of their food often taste much different and, in my opinion, better than what we get served in American McDonald's. Thank you so much for being on our journey visiting Rome. We are so grateful that you are with us. Stay tuned for more adventures from Italy. And if you liked this video, we would appreciate a thumbs up. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Take care, be well.